Thank you.
Okay, so now that we understood the calendar part, okay.
Ronen.
Yep.
I'm gonna just put a pause. Sorry to interrupt you.
No problem.
Based on what we are talking and the arrangements and everything that I needed to do, I do believe that even though that my desire is to be full-time, as you said, I do believe that I needed to start maybe part-time series or part-time and grow into the full-time. You are correct about that.
I think that would be wise. You can always jump into a full-time once you have 3 times the earning of your regular salary. That's usually a good marker.
Yes. So I changed it. Not that I changed my mind. I didn't change my mind, but I will commit to a part-time series.
Perfect.
At this time.
So the next thing that we want to do is lock that time in your calendar. So by the time we get on our next Zoom, you already can share the screen, you can show me your calendars, and then we can fill them in together, hour by hour by hour, so you know exactly what to do. And remember, most of us want to do, it's just that we don't really know what to do. And once confusion sets in, as Ramin says, inactivity starts. And that is the reason that we find ourselves sometimes at loss, because we are not tethered to a system, right? We need to know every hour what to do. We need to feel comfortable. We need to practice it. And the steps, as I said, are systematically simple. So I'm going with you now over the really what needs to happen when we start. So it starts with the commitment of the upline, and it moves into identifying what my new partner wants. That's being the two of you today. Once I identify, I give them their first mission. Lock your time in your calendar, right? And then jump on a call with me in order to fill it in hour by hour. More than that, I tell them to start going through the protocols, right? The protocol trainings, the protocol 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, in order for them to start sharpening on what it is that we do every day. Okay? So basically, this is in regards to the timing, and I would like for you guys to really go over the protocols before we set our first meeting, our next meeting, in order for you to sharpen up on them. In reality, yep, go on.
No, I was just agreeing with you.
Perfect.
So
okay.
we should go over all the protocols, or is there a group that you would like us to review first?
Well, if you consider that you are a part-time series, that means you have 25 hours. The protocols will take you about 5 hours. So that means that in 2 days, if you are doing 4 hours every day multiplied by 5 days, that is 20 hours, right? So if you want to do 25 hours, that means you have to identify either more than 4 hours a day or work more days, right? 6 or 7 days. That's up to you how you spread your time, but that is sufficient time in 1 or 2 days until our next call to be able to finish the protocols.
Yeah, Kelly, I was going to say, if you want, we can go through forensic together. I don't know whether Miriam will join us, but we can. I mean, forensic is an entire chapter in the in our back office, and everything is there, including scripts and things that'll get us ready to start making the calls that are going to be required to be able to, you know, get the activities going, tours, etc. So if you want, you and I can do it together and help each other through it. We'll be more accountable that way. And then we'll be ready for our next call with Ronen. Does that sound feasible?
Absolutely. I just have a confusion here. I'm a little lost.
So
When
am I.
we talk, like when you talk, Karen is talking about the forensic, you're talking protocols. Are we
Yeah.
saying the same?
No,
Yeah.
we're not.
We are not, right?
No, no.
Oh,
So
sorry.
fresh,
That's okay.
Ronen?
It's no problem at all. It's a good advice to go over in the back office over forensic. It's a good advice to learn different scripts. I was going to take you through it step by step over a few set meetings, while in every meeting I cover the topic. I give you the homework. You do the homework, you come to the next meeting, and we go step by step through all the phases of the opulent submarine and the forensic submarine. The forensic submarine I will cover today very quickly, just to make sure that you have MO boxes. If you don't, you should order them, including the cards. Make sure that you have the ability to print out your daily sheets, weekly sheets, monthly sheets. Those need to be done like a soldier. It cannot be missed. It's very, very important. So what I meant is actually the protocols that are inside my opulence, my English opulence university. And you will find that in my YouTube. I will share my screen in a second and I will show you where to access it. So that's not a problem. More important for me is that you understand the structure from beginning to end. So when I'm talking about opulence structure, it's very simple. And we have created in Hebrew, I need to do an English one. We created even the diagram with all the hatches so people know exactly what to do at every stage. And we'll do one like that in English too. The hatches of opulence, it's very simple. It starts obviously with a list of names, right? And from a list of names, once we have 200 names, and before we have 200 names, every hour of the 4 hours daily that we put must go to that 200 names. So the person in one day, in 4 hours work, can easily do his list. So when I usually deal with my partners on the list of names, I talk to them 10 minutes about how to create it. I explain memory joggers. I explain how to go into websites of their primary school and high school, into the RSS files, and to find all the yearly books, to identify people that we haven't remembered for many years. We build a list of people we know, people we have known in the past. And once we have 200, right, then we don't have to give the whole day of work to a building of a list. I can keep on 1 hour every day to build my list, and the other 3 hours I move into the next hatch. And the next hatch is obviously like and trust. It means we are going to connect with those people on the list. Before we get to that part, once you have 200 names, I will ask you to identify between 20 and 40 of them for the next day we're going to call. And then I want you to strengthen those 20 to 40 leads. How do we strengthen a lead? We take the name, we go to Facebook, we go to LinkedIn, we go and see what we can learn about them from the last time we spoke to them. If it's 2 months, maybe I can catch a picture of a birthday of one of the kids that I didn't know. Okay, if it's I haven't spoken to them for 20 years, there's a lot for me to learn about. Strengthening the lead will allow me the first 2 or 3 subjects to start my conversation on. And it's not going to be weird like I'm calling them and I need a reason, so I have to be the salesman. Right? So strengthening the lead, identifying some information about them so we can strike a conversation. And then easily move into a like and trust environment. Now, before you make those calls, we should be on a Zoom together and we should role play a little bit. And then you should be making those calls on your phone while you're on your laptop on Zoom. And it's on speaker, so I can hear it. Once that happens, anytime you are stuck, I am there. You can always say, that's a great point. I want to see what my partner is saying about it. I know they're on Zoom. Let me connect. And they can hear me through the speaker. if need be. If not need, we can cover at least the first 5 phone calls, having a very quick chat about them to see what we can sharpen, what we can learn from the last call to become better in the next call. When I finish making those 10, 20 phone calls with a new partner of mine, they are very comfortable to keep on doing it every day on a regular basis. And once I got them to specialize in building the list of names every day, and then specialize in doing like and trust, which means dialings and contacts every day, then I can take the extra 2 hours of every day in order to do the presentations that I have linked from the calls when I invited them to a Zoom, either to see a 10-minute presentation of the Safe Home Revolution or to see a 30-minute presentation of our business. Of course, the next phase is to make sure that I always have one of my uplines or a third party, could be a crossline, a downline, I don't care, someone that knows a little bit about us. Make sure that you always put them into the process, preferably a MI5, so they can go through the last 2 sections after you finish the presentation. And the last 2 sections are the fast start, in order to show people not just the vehicle, but also the GPS where they're going, our fast start, and then the most important, post-tour survey. And in the post-tour survey, once I finished it, I can either get my upline to do the post-tour survey, I can get my upline to do the fast start in the post-tour survey, or I can get my upline to just come at the end after the post-tour survey, edify them and say, this is the post-tour survey, and the upline takes it from here with the proper closing questions, right? So for everything that you have seen today, do you believe, Karen, that you can be successful with our platform?
Absolutely.
First question, yeah. Second question, do you have any other questions, or can we lock arms, lock your position, and start working together towards your future? Right, so very, very simple. The submarine will give you all the proper questions to ask before you start your tour, right? And the first question we ask before we start our tour, in my opinion, is always setting the expectation correctly, right? Setting the expectation. So from my point of view, I will ask you, Karen, before I do a presentation, I'd say, look, Karen, I know you came today, I know you came to see a business, but allow me to ask you so I can understand where you are in life. If you see today a business that fits you like a glove, are you ready to start a business today, or is there anything holding you back at the moment? I haven't even started a presentation. Do you see what I've just done?
Yeah, you've just qualified them, which is excellent.
Yes, exactly. So once they ask me that, it's very simple for me to tell them the agenda, what we're going to do today, right? The agenda. So I'm going to tell them, I'm going to give you a 30-minute presentation, I'm going to give you a 10-minute presentation, and after that, I will not only show you the financial vehicle, I will also show you the GPS so you know where to drive it in order to achieve success. And then I will allow you to fill a survey so you can better synchronize your thoughts, everything you learned today, and be able to make better decisions through short questions. Let us begin, right? So you see how I know everything by heart? If you wake me in the middle of the night, I will tell you this structure, right? So I want you guys to learn the structure beginning to end so you understand the submarine hatches. And the first hatch is a list of names. The second hatch is like and trust. The third hatch is Safe Home Revolution. Fourth hatch, business presentation. Fifth hatch, right, is your fast start. Sixth hatch is your post-tour survey. Seventh hatch is your questions and answers and registration, right? That's opulent submarine hatches. And in forensic, we have the forensic, which has the upline pledge, the 8 categories of distributorship, and then, of course, the MO box, daily, weekly, cards, green, yellow, red, VIP customer cards, white, one for fashion, one for personal care, one for health, right? That's a hatch. We don't close that hatch, the submarine will drown, even if we've done everything else perfect. The same with opulence. You left one of those hatches that I was talking about, and somebody still joined you. It's a fluke, and they didn't join correctly, which means it will be harder to duplicate. And those people most likely will not make too much money. You with me in the mind frame, in the set of mind that I'm sharing with you? Because I believe you guys are cooked and ready. So now that you understand the structure and the things we have to learn, most of it is actually in my universities. Okay, so I will share my screen. Okay. So when you go to my channel, I'll go back. In here, if you're not already subscribed and the bell is on for you to get all the videos I'm putting, I advise you to do that. Then go into my channel, see my playlist. Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. You go to my playlist, and in my playlist, under created playlist, you will see that I have 2 universities here. 2 in Hebrew. You see, Heb is Hebrew. You see, Ronen Forensic Lifestyle Hebrew Training and Ronen Opulence Lifestyle Hebrew Training. And then here, you got Ronen Opulence Lifestyle Training. And down here, Ronen Forensic Lifestyle Training. So you start for the protocols here, Ronen Opulence Lifestyle Training. You go inside and I will see Protocol 1, Protocol 2, Protocol 2, Part 2, right? Protocol 3, 4, 5. Okay, and after that, if you want to, I don't think I have, let me see if I have the, I didn't do the submarine in English. Okay. Yeah, over here you have my 10-minute Safe Home Revolution presentation that you can start learning and duplicating, right? And this one is also a very good video. It's not submarine concept, but in a way I cover similar things. Okay, that was from the presentation I've done in Kenya, Nairobi. So I would say that for our start, you want to start with Protocol 1, Protocol 2, Protocol 3, Protocol 4, and Protocol 5. And watch them seriously. Stop if you don't understand, rewind, write whatever it is you want to ask questions on so we can cover those pointers the next time that we get online. So let me just summarize everything and then open it up for you if you have any final question. And if not, we'll send you working. So summary. First thing to do, read again Upline Pledge, 8 categories, sharpen up. Second, close your 25 hours in your calendars. Third, watch the protocols. And if you have any spare time before our meeting, then make sure that you build your list. The more people on your list, the better we are. If you already have more than 200, then pick your first 40 and start strengthening them. And that means every person on that list out of the first 20 gets a half page in the notebook. Name, surname, phone number, and then everything we learned while we're strengthening that lead. Into Facebook, they've been on a holiday here, or they've done this, they're in these groups. Learn the lead so you can identify at least 2 or 3 good topics to talk to them. Obviously, you write that in the notebook so you have it ready when we're going to call those people. Is it all clear?
Yes.
Very clear. Oh, sorry, Kelly, are you wanting to speak?
No. Yes.
Okay. I'm just thinking ahead here. I just think that this basic structure is what my entire team is missing. I mean, I just know that every single person on the team right now who's been trying to do opulence, and they've been doing opulence, but like you said, they're not doing it. They're not living it the way they're supposed to be living it. They're winging it. You know, they're not structuring and
Sorry for
getting.
interrupting you, Karen, but I will tell you only one sentence and it will explain everything. They are all waiting for,
You.
yes, you see, we even know the answers after so many years. They're waiting for us. They're waiting for us to first learn it, then do it, prove to ourselves that we can do it so we can teach it. The industry is suffocating from people that teach other people what to do when they are not doing it themselves. You can never truly teach with the right authenticity unless you have the true belief and knowledge that you have done it and you can do it again. Then people will follow you through fire and ice. And you know, there's too many of us that told our people to do things that we didn't do because we were hoping the two more serious people than us will come and build it for us. I think
Yes.
after enough years, we know that is not the case.
Yeah.
So the best way you can worry about your people, as you call them, your team, is do it yourself. And you will see that they will follow, and you will see that you do not need me. But you see, because the second you've proven to yourself you can actually do this for a few months, the rest of your people will watch you grow as they see you rank, as they see you start earning different, and they're going to want to learn how you do it. This time, you'll be able to tell them from experience and not just theoretically.
Yeah, I agree. Perfect.
Don't let it scare you. It's really as simple as taking one step at the time. We don't need to be great. We're just taking one step at the time on the way to greatness. And we need to enjoy this. So if we dedicate 4 hours, those 4 hours are gold. Gold, that means nothing ever comes on the way. Nothing. So structure your calendars correctly so you do not betray your own calendars to yourselves. Right? Don't put it in times that you want to go do yoga. Don't put it in, and then those 4 hours are everything. They will be your guideline. They will be the one that will tell you every day, are you on track or not? And you'll have forensic to support that by numbers. And with those numbers that you can share with me, we can quantify. Whatever you write down, we can quantify. And what you can quantify, you can improve on. But if it's not written down, you can never quantify it and you can never improve on it. And that's what makes us sometimers. The only difference between a sometimer and a part-timer is a calendar and the will to follow it.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing else is needed for today's meeting. I think we have covered it all.
I think we're totally good. Yeah.
Okay, then you just...
Can we just go back? The first protocol list, second, like and trust. I missed the third. Is obviously the presentation, or is it the safe home?
You're talking about the submarine for opulence?
Yeah, it's
submarine for opulence. Let me just 1 second.
It was the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. The sixth was the post-truth
There's more.
survey.
There's 7. There is 7, and on the Israeli one, I even brought another one because I spliced it for them. But think about it. Think about the list. No, it's okay. That's why I'm here. It's in Hebrew. You won't be. You can see the number of hatches, but it won't make sense to you. The whole document itself is in Hebrew. We'll need to replicate it into English. But you got it very close. So list of name, first hatch. Like and trust, second hatch. Right? And then safe home revolution, third hatch. Presentation, fourth hatch, right? Business presentation. The half an hour from the back office. Business presentation. And then we have fast start, right? The GPS, the part that Ramin started to bring in before Daniela and Sana started their world tour. Right? So you got fast start. Then you got post-tour survey. And then you have the last one, which is question, answers, and registration.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, I just got that written down here. Yeah, just to
Remember, you have the recording. So
Yes.
I will see if I can put it on YouTube for you guys and send you the link.
beautiful.
My pleasure. So,
And
yep, Kelly.
just to let you know, I do have a presentation this afternoon to a Brazilian prospect. He is in Brazil. He lived here in Winnipeg in Canada, and he moved to Brazil. And actually, he reached out to me to do a business about real estate because he got confused. He mixed me up with somebody else, and we start talking. So I told him like if he was interested in hear more about it and so forth, and he says sure. So we have this presentation this afternoon. So any guideline? Like I guess I get
yes,
the whole thing,
it's
right?
wonderful. It's wonderful to see you. I'm happy you came. I know that I told you to come, but I like to manage our expectations. So allow me to officially ask you before we start, right? If what you see today is a business vehicle that fits you like a glove, are you ready to start another business today, or is there anything in your life that currently holds you back? So you see, that's a great, and then you know exactly if you have an objection, not objection. Don't be afraid of people speaking their heart, because at least it gives you the chance to handle it, right? So that's a really good question to ask. And then after that, just tell him what the agenda will be for the meeting, right? We'll cover all those sections until you actually know it by heart and feel very comfortable with it. Just remember that a good question or two before we start, and then knowing our phases as we go through it, plus the closing questions, usually it raises your results higher. Is there any My5 available if you need them for your call? Reza, Renee, well, so I'm talking LD3s and above. Do you have somebody prepared for that?
No.
Okay, that's one thing you always want to do when you have your meetings. You want to go into your My5. We need to look at all your My5s.
I had Karen. I organized with Karen, but no LD3.
Okay, so Karen is good. That's a third party, and Karen is an LD2, right? If I'm not mistaken, right, Karen?
Right.
Okay, so and again, Karen is learning this together with you now, so her mind will not be on autopilot like mine at the moment. So we have to be fair. What time? In how long from now you have?
It's going to be at 3 p.m. my time here. So right now is what, 12-ish? I don't even know what time it is
It's
right now.
actually almost 12, yeah. So 3 hours from now.
So it's 3 hours from now. And I hope to, my intention is to show him the presentation and talk about the business, share with him, and then I guess do a validation, do a third-party validation.
Would you be available, Ronen?
That's the thing. No, I won't. If I had a little bit more time in advance, maybe I could have locked the time. But
Can you move it, Kelly, to tomorrow?
no, I would not do that, Karen.
Okay. Okay.
Because if there is any challenge at any time, then Kelly can say, look, you know, I really think it would be great if you can meet one of my business partners and I can organize a call for tomorrow just so we can finalize this presentation. And that really, as long as you got to the post-tour survey and as long as you filled it in for them, do you know how to fill it in online on your computer?
No.
Okay, so when you before you start your presentation, always with people, you want to make sure, can you see my back office now?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so you want to make sure that you prepare a few documents. One YouTube that you want to have ready is the YouTube of the movie that they put in the presentation. Because sometimes it doesn't work very well, sometimes you can't open it. So you want to have it open, who we are, right? The video, who we are. You want to have it open on YouTube. So if it doesn't work on the presentation on the PowerPoint, you can immediately switch your screen and share the YouTube, right? So they can see the movie properly. And
Okay.
the same with the second movie, which is the fashion movie, right?
Okay.
Okay, so you prepare those two YouTube, so you have it, just in case. And then you go to your back office and you go into your trainings and events. You go into your business tools and training. It's very slow due to Zoom. And then in here, right, you're going to go into business tools. And in business tools, you're going to scroll down until you find the post-tour survey, right?
Okay.
Okay, so let's go to the post-tour survey.
And leave
Sorry, Kelly?
and leave it open already.
I want to show you, yeah. Let's just find it. Where is it? Where is it? Down here, usually. There we go. Post-tour survey, right? Post-survey form. So you click on that, you choose the language you want, English. And then when it opens up, and I hope my computer will not give me problems because it's at the end of days. Yeah, there you go. When you open it on yours, it won't do that. It will actually open the post-tour survey, and you can literally click in your mouth in the empty fields and type, right? So you can fill it for them. And after when you're filling it up, all you do is a print screen, right? And then you can put it on your My5, you can, right, because you have it there as a print screen. You can put it in a file, whatever you want. So as long as you have that ready, plus the two videos, plus your fast start training, if you don't know that, do you know the fast start training?
No.
Mm.
I'm being very honest. No.
Good. How could you? You only started a business today.
Exactly.
So it's very normal. Okay, so everything you want to look for is in your business tools, right? So what are we looking for now? What did we say?
Fast
Fast
start.
start.
Fast start. There we go. So we have fast track to royal lifestyle. That's the highway. Let's see what else do we have, right?
Is that the one you're looking for? No.
No, I'm looking for the training. Let's see. There we go. You have your income roadmap to 1,230 days. You see that one?
Yes, income roadmap. Yes.
That's the beginning of the fast start. That's how to get 4 + 4, right? Learn this document after our call, and it will make sense to you. So that's one. Let's see. I think there is nothing else on that. There you go. Another one here. You see, fast track to 5-figure income.
Yes.
Okay, so the first one is the GPS as to how you're going to do in your first 30 days and in your first 120 days. And this one is the old fast track we had, which is how to get to $10,000 a month, right?
Yes.
So you want to learn those two documents and use them after you finish this, right? So you start with your business opportunity, you go into your 1,200 roadmap, and then you go into fast track to 5-figure income, right?
Okay.
Once you finish that, you are ready to go to the post-tour survey, and then to raise Karen, ask questions and answers, So, from everything you've seen today, do you believe you can be successful on this platform? Right? Do you have any other questions? Or are you ready to lock hands, lock your position, and together start moving towards your success in this business too, after all of your successes in other things? That's it.
So pretty much, just to recapping, so every time for every presentation, like I understand, we'll leave all the videos open, all the forms and documents open. So after doing the presentation, you also review the fast track training. So the two documents, you review them together, and then after you do the survey. Is that the process you are using?
Yeah, once you go over those two documents of the fast start, I think you will feel comfortable enough to know how to use them. Okay?
Yeah.
And if you don't yet know how to use them, you can also show him a little bit of vulnerability. That means, look, there is two new things. Once you finish the presentation, you say, now I'm really excited. There's two new documents that are actually the GPS. What I've shown you now is the financial vehicle of opulence. Now I want to show you the GPS so we know where you're driving. And the first one is what's going to happen in the first 30 days and 4 months. And the second one is how to get to five-figure income within 12 to 18 months. Now, those are new, so how about I'll practice on you and we can learn them together. You can always do that, okay? If you're uncomfortable, and then that way he can see that you're not superwoman, you're vulnerable, and he can relate to it, right? And he can say, if Kelly can do it, I can do it. There's a lot of psychology in not having all the answers and not doing it too perfect. Because the person always measures and says, can I do this too? So as long as they see us light, as long as they see us smile, as long as they see us as we should be, because we are the highest paid storytellers on the planet, as long as they see it that way, they usually would mind give it a go. And remember, in our industry, everyone starts by giving it a go. They start by dipping their toe in the water. They start because they don't believe they can succeed. And that's why we call it in forensic, try, convince. They try. And in humanity, everything we try, the word try means we're leaving a back door open for the chance of failure. Yes.
Yeah.
So that's why we know that everyone is going to start with us. They're going to try. We no longer live in the illusion of finding people and it go boom and no, they're going to try, especially if they don't have experience in the industry. And even if it's Trump, yeah, he will come and he will try here. It's just how it is psychologically. And then if they have good uplines, right, when they go into quit commence, when they say, I've tried, it doesn't work, 4 people told me no, it's not for me, right? Then it's quit commence. And if we are there, then we can elevate them and not let them quit. And then when they do come back, like the two of you now, you're in commit commence level. Obviously, convention has done the job and you have committed that there is no more trying. We're going to do this because I don't want to die not succeeding in this.
Correct.
Absolutely.
I wish the both of you a wonderful continuation of the day. Get back to me on WhatsApp and set the next meeting with me as soon as you finished all your homework.
All right. This has been so helpful, Ronen. Thank you so much. You know, I'm just sitting here going, wow, like it's so simple, and yet the way you've laid it out, yeah, I mean, it's a really good roadmap. Really good roadmap. Thank you.
I promise you. Please go ahead, Kelly.
No, I was going to say it's process oriented.
Yeah, I am a process-oriented individual, and I can promise you both that the second that I wake you up at night and you can say that without notes, without anything, that is the time you are ready to teach it.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Have
it
fun.
really is.
It is my pleasure. Truly it is. And it's my job. So it's nice to be thanked. But yeah, I would do this even without your thanks, just so you know.
Okay.
I think it's the most exciting time to be in, because when we get into commits, we start to fly. And it becomes our life. And that's really, we look back and we say, wow, what did I do for the first 5 years? In my case. And, you know, yeah, I think you're in a good place. So I will see if I can put this recording on YouTube for you guys and send you the link. And I will wait to hear from you when you are ready for our next session.
Awesome.
Don't take too long.
And Kelly, I'll set up a Zoom with you so that we can make sure that you are managing my Zoom for this presentation and that you have everything that you need. Okay.
And
Yes.
Karen, I really wanted to thank you for supporting your people so diligently. There are certain people in your team you just don't want to give up on, and I think you're a great upline. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm trying. I'm not trying. I'm living opulence from here on in. That's it, man.
Sounds good to me. No more trying.
And I want to bring a lot of people along with me. So
let's do it. We have a lot to do, and we have amazing.
A lot to do. We have a lot to do. You're right, but it's exciting.
It is.
So
indeed.
thank you.
Take care, both of you.
Okay, we'll be in touch, Ronen.
With
Ronen.
pleasure.
Okay.
Thank you, Kelly.
And Miriam would like this recording, I'm sure. So
I'll put it on your WhatsApps.
okay. Thank you.
Pleasure. Take care.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.